Stay tuned.
For a moment, I'm like, Sonic, but that's Cloud. Sonic, but that's
Come
Cloud.
on, Shad. Breathe.
Okay, there we go.
You saw blue and immediately thought, wait, what? This isn't right?
So I was so confused, but now it makes sense. Okay, yeah, he hasn't sat down yet. There we go.
And right now, Wes, just yawning. I thought he was like thinking about what character he wanted to go.
Exhausted,
I'm like,
man.
you gonna do the Ryu ditto?
I mean, this man just has to win like 6 loser sets in a row to make it this far. Like he had to tear through a lot of people.
It's no big deal. He made it happen.
Yeah. I mean, DarkShad himself having to make his own losers run. Let's not forget.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, putting in a good amount of work to go.
I think they're both just tweeting right now. I don't know. I know they're not tweeting. You actually.
No, they definitely don't have phones in their hands.
Wait,
DarkShad is putting on
6WX is not holding his controller right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he does have his phone in hand.
Okay, but
I think they're both listening to the
DarkShad
playlist.
is putting on his jams. He's putting on some metal. Maybe listening to some Street Fighter OST.
You can see his breath rate is increasing. I think you're right. I think it is some sort of metal. Here we go, though. 6WX being very patient.
Game 1 right away.
Especially compared to the way we saw him playing earlier against AC, where he was just zigzagging around. He is respecting Ryu's space.
Oh, no, he has to. Like, 6WX knows what he has to do against Ryu, because he himself has Ryu as a secondary.
That is right, yeah. He was one of the first people to try picking up this character and start doing some serious damage in NorCal.
Alright, but right away, DarkShad is stuffing a lot of these spin dash approaches. I'd love to see Wes go ahead and take advantage of just Sonic's speed in general to run around. Maybe try to just start conditioning him with more of these grabs to make him respect a lot of the things that you want to go ahead and make through.
And right there, spin dash is going to be a fantastic tool against focus because you immediately get to cancel that out into a nair. It's a quick 2 hits. He also has the clappy feet.
You guys getting back on stage. Ooh, great spin shot right there to get up.
Yeah, going way higher than Ryu can feasibly threaten in that short of time.
Yep, no, and right now, Wes is just covering all of the landings from DarkShad. Oh, speaking of covering landings.
Oh my goodness.
DarkShad doing the same thing
Yeah.
back to him, but getting a little too aggressive with the back air.
Yeah, that power shield is going to cost him his stock. DarkShad still in a very easy position to tie this up. This is Ryu. This is a dead hedgehog essentially. That is almost a dead hedgehog. Almost connects that back air. Doesn't find it off the focus punch.
Wes was expecting DarkShad to go ahead and drop down low, but instead, wisely, Tatsumaki up really high. Alright, 6WX started out really slow, but he has just turned up the pace so quickly.
I think the main thing is once he gets Ryu's feet off the ground, you see his confidence skyrocket. And that's where he's just swarming around these landings, causing all these dense 50-50 mix-ups to happen where it's just, are you air dodging or not? Are you air dodging or not? Like, you have to keep asking yourself this like 4 times in an air span.
Exactly. And with that, what I'd like to see DarkShad do is just stay grounded. Why not just put up that shield? You know what? Spin dash can't hurt you if you're in your shield. Sonics are looking for rolls and looking for you to really just punish your landings. And you know your up tilt can go ahead and beat out spin dash, but up air gonna see it off for him right there. DarkShad sitting at 130.
Now you see him right now. He is showing off his shield. Just jumping around, wasting a little bit of that invuln time for 6WX.
Wes actually just waiting out the Hadoken to go away.
I approve of that. the beginning of that spin dash is, of course, going to tear right through that Hadoken.
Man, I told you, Hadoken is not good, but what is good? That back air.
That back air is super good. It's also the initial hop of the spin dash as well. Having that invincibility, reliably being out tons of options in this game.
Now with 6WX taking the first game away from DarkShad here in this best-of-5 set.
He's thinking very deeply about this, though. Like, that was, like, a comfortable lead to win the set with, but this is... You can already tell that, like, after this run, he, like... Being able to make this run means he knows to take everything deathly seriously, and he's doing that right now. He's like, no, I need to think so carefully about every single one of these decisions if I'm going to keep this momentum, make it into top 8, the same way I did last month.
All right, we're going into game 2. Battlefield. Interesting counterpick coming from a Ryu. I would have thought he'd try to maybe FD.
So, Battlefield... the platforms do make it a little bit harder for Sonic to control horizontal space because you do have that little bit of verticality. And I do know that Ryus don't mind necessarily the tri-platform configuration that much. They can still weave in and out of the platforms really well. They have some great aerials that they love an excuse to throw at opponents. And if you're on a platform, that's an excuse to throw one out. And the dive kick, not quite connecting
with
into
the
something.
call out right away.
That was a heck of a thing to throw out there. Doesn't find anything off of it, but looks like right now 6WX tries to find something and actually does find an opening first. So never mind.
You know, DarkShad right now is just constantly been throwing out these nairs, trying to stop the spin dash. It's working a little bit, but again, like I said earlier, I'd love to see him just stay on the ground and really just work with the shield, work with the tilts that he has. Because right now, 6WX is all over him.
Wow.
Another back air, sealing up yet another stock for DarkShad.
Oh my gosh, why did you go up there, 6WX? Why? Oh my god, why? Like,
he still got hit by the dare, too.
He was like in the middle of like a tech showcase, right? And it's like, here, check how high I can get. It's like, you're right under Ryu. That is not the place to be.
No, good attempt right there coming from DarkShad. Trying to do the aerial Shoryuken from the dare. Getting crossed up there.
It's so scary to see him toss out those elbows because like at any moment it's either gonna be a collarbone breaker or it's gonna be another elbow. It's gonna be a Shoryuken
just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You know what? He might just read your roll and just follow you. So
it's a moment where you have to disengage immediately. Oh man, that is the stuff. You know a button is coming, so why not just Shoryuken? Closing out that stock, and that is of course yet another reason why spin dash not the best option in this matchup.
I mean, what an answer right away, and wow. Only opting to go for the jab. Thought he was going to get a grab, possibly do the up throw. Because I know on top platforms, that thing is disgusting.
Oh yeah, the patience there. 6WX waiting for the focus to start and immediately again getting 2 hits fast with the spin dash.
Yep, look. DarkShad just jumping away, trying to catch him with these back airs. But, you know, 6WX really just spacing his spin dashes, which I'm really impressed with. And the angles to where he can get away, go ahead and hit DarkShad. And he is just riding these platforms right now.
I love the fact that he knows that he has this lead right now, and the fastest way to lose this lead is to approach Ryu wrong and get Shoryuken and just die. So he's just, let's hold on to that lead a little bit longer. Let's see if you'll commit to anything, because I got 3 minutes to spend.
Yep, Nair almost taking the stock away from DarkShad. But DarkShad is at 146. He doesn't need that much more percent on the 6WX to go ahead and take the stock.
Oh, wow! The second hit of the up air not quite connecting, but I love that string up to it.
DarkShad with the full rage.
Oh,
he's just pumping out these up tilts right now.
A man waving his elbow has never been so terrifying. Oh my god, you saw that!
Again, just trying to challenge.
Because that would have killed if he got the timing just right. And, obviously, 6WX both saw that and remembered that's how I lost my previous stock. And you see him not spin dashing
right now,
at all.
he is just charging the spin dash more so as an intimidation thing. Just kind of baiting DarkShad to go ahead and cancel it with the down air.
Just immediately springing up, taking his time. This is exactly the sort of thing. Eventually, DarkShad has to go in for something. He's timing himself out if he keeps trying to be patient.
No, speaking of patience, 6WX. Patience paying off. Finally finding the opening that he wanted. Got the spin dash into the Nair.
Yeah. The stress, though. Oh my god, these...
I mean, my heart's racing.
Our hearts are racing, and we're not even playing, you know? We get to sit here in these chairs. We got water, we got energy drinks. We're just chilling, taking in our deep breaths. Like, this is top 8. Winner of this gets to top 8 at a 2GGC. This is still a qualifying event for, you know, the big stuff yet to come.
Of course. But now it is going to game 3 right now. And 6WX looking really good. But DarkShad was basically bringing it back. Last hit, last stock, and the color picks coming back out yet again. Let's see how this pays off for DarkShad.
Going for the Banana Ken color. Well, it's not even Banana Ken. I think this is just a yellow color for Ryu.
I mean, it looked like a banana out here. Alright, but 6WX just keeping to the game plan that he had, getting in with these spin dashes, getting a lot of the aerials.
That shield. So much pressure on it.
That thing is gone.
He's gonna need to send it back home to rest a little bit. Take the rest of the day off. I worked overtime last night, you know?
Alright, but right now, DarkShad is just really challenging with the Nair, and now it's paying off. I'm not sure if he's just getting the timing, or if he was just holding back a little bit, trying to gather up some more information.
Right now, yeah, 6WX is not messing around at all. He's shooting to the other side of the screen as fast as possible the moment DarkShad closes the gap and otherwise isn't doing anything, which is kind of impressive because when you look at the percent counts up until just now, Shad had the percent lead. So
DarkShad knocking him off with the Hadouken, and I know he was looking for the Shoryu.
yeah, you just got a focus attack instead, unfortunately.
No, and I think first time in a while, DarkShad seeing himself with the lead here.
Yeah, once again, and I'd like to see him now that he has the lead. He does have that luxury of actually forcing 6WX to approach. So this is the way he was trying to play at the end of last game. It just wasn't working because 6WX had the lead. Now he can, and now he waits for that air dodge and punishes the landing lag with a back air.
Really solid stuff coming from DarkShad right now, and 6WX is going to have to find an answer because the way that DarkShad has adapted is paying off for him.
And I love the jump just over the Hadouken. It's like, well, I can still get around this.
No, well, 6WX knows that the Hadouken will go ahead and stop him, and he's not trying to just give DarkShad some 3%.
Oh, yeah, air dodges right before the down air actually comes out.
My goodness, Wes is just dancing all over the shield, but really not getting anything out of it. DarkShad immediately answering a lot of these. Okay. Good attempt.
Have a moment of breath to catch. Oh my gosh, and that is it for that stock right there. And I was just thinking in the back of my mind, is like, you know, there's the correct way to DI that, right? Which is you DI away from Ryu down air if you want to reduce it. If you DI in, if you DI up, you die. You go even further.
Hey, but I mean, in that situation right there, DarkShad just throwing out the hitbox, just reading that, you know, Wes was going to go ahead and do the spin shot right there. End up paying off, and now he got himself on the board. 2-1 in favor of 6WX. And where is 6WX going to counterpick?
Such a tough choice. I mean, honestly, if you're trying to just...
FD?
It looks like it's going to be FD. I was going to say FD or Duck Hunt would be my two forefront guesses. Duck Hunt, especially from all that space you get, being able to retreat to the tree so fast as Sonic, especially with the spring, and the ducks getting in the way of your Ryu confirms. But I'm assuming Shad probably banned that for that reason.
Yeah, most likely, but this is a very good pick coming from 6WX right now. But at the same time, both these players are really going to go ahead and take advantage of it. With DarkShad just having the space to go ahead and really do what he wants to do. But now, at the same time, 6WX does have it. He's going to be doing some more spin dashes. But like I said earlier, I want to see Wes try to run up, get a lot more grabs. Just use the speed that Sonic naturally has.
It's just his run.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to only go spin dash to go fast. It's such a scary proposition that I can certainly sympathize with not wanting to run up to Ryu and having no hitbox
Why am I
active.
even next to you?
Yeah, like, here, free shot for you. So I can certainly understand why he is hesitating on doing it, but I fully do believe that it is healthy to mix up your options at the very least, even if the option fails, even if the run-up grab does get stuck. He is showing DarkShad, this is an option I am willing to use now in the neutral. This is something else you need to remember.
Alright, but no, DarkShad really just interrupting a lot of the approaches with the rising Nair, and I think 6WX is really wary of that.
Oh, the Nair beating out that spin dash again.
Then also actually just getting a follow-up with that up air. So, you know, some more percent being racked on, and Wes has to be very careful, because as DarkShad shown in the past already, he will Shoryuken the...
He'll Shoryuken anything. He'll Shoryuken...
Right, I was going to say he's going to Shoryuken spin dash. You know, he can Shoryuken just a regular roll get-up.
Yeah.
Alright, but DarkShad in the driver's seat at the moment after dropping the first 2 games. Really figuring out what to do, and the constant fireballs coming out.
Right now, just keeping that space together, actually now really enjoying this lead. I mean, you see him running away with these fireballs. He's like, hey, come at me. I realize the fact I got a full stock on you. Not a full stock, but it feels like it at this rate. Sonic having to do so much more damage before he can comfortably close it out.
Trading with the Nair and the focus.
The power shield. That power shield is a lifesaver, because that fully charged focus, that is unblockable.
My goodness, DarkShad getting all these conversions at the moment. And right now, I think Sonic's in kill percent. However, DarkShad keeping up with the EX Hadouken on deck. And this man has him on lock.
He's just taking his time, and I love exactly what DarkShad is doing. He's doing the wisest neutral decision, which is just not committing to anything. Why throw away a good lead while you have it against Sonic, who is so good against approaching opponents? Because that's what a Sonic is most often hoping for. Just, I hope my opponent is someone who presses buttons. Because I can punish buttons. I don't even care where they are on the screen. I can punish buttons. DarkShad is just, oh, there he is. You see, he gives a button and immediately gets caught for his trouble. Sent off stage in a very tough situation. Manages to make it back over.
Ooh, using the focus to get behind 6WX, immediately punishing him with that back air. 6WX, actually going back to stage.
Oh, and immediately disengaging with his own back roll. Not even trying to get a grab there. There we go. Clappy feet. Closing that out, that stock.
And West finally getting himself back into this game. But now DarkShad is sitting at 0% and immediately hitting him with that forward smash. Great recognition there to see that dare and immediately punish it.
That was such great spacing, too, because before that dare even came out, he was already putting himself in that position where it wouldn't even be able to hit him. It was like, hey, here we go. Here's my picking.
You know, I could just do it.
Yeah.
I got to throw it out sometimes. But just like that, DarkShad evening up the set 2-2. We are going to another game 5, ladies and gentlemen.
This is...
Stay tuned. The winner is moving on.
The loser goes home at 9th.
That's crazy.
I mean, somebody's got to be 9th place, right? 4 somebodies have to be 9th place. And that's the sort of thing people don't think about. It's like, man, I want to make it to top 8. It's like, you know what that means, right? It means you're beating everybody else in the tournament to making that top 8. Like, there can only be 8 top 8s in a given tournament.
Yep.
So... This is the example of like the fantastic players that
both these players just destroying the drinks. Okay, actually, DarkShad going ham on that energy drink.
Yo, I think he also has the ponage, right?
Yeah.
Do these guys all have ponage? Yeah, they do.
How is it?
What?
How is it?
It's actually it's an acquired taste. It took me a little bit, but I actually really like it.
All right.
Now,
good to hear.
Yeah, it's wonderful, wonderful stuff.
Yeah, I got myself a
while we're plugging it, here we go. But seriously. Gonna have to figure out where 6WX wants to go, because FT didn't really seem to work out too well. DarkShad ended up bringing that up.
Lilac could be an interesting pick. Oh no, but looks like Wes going back to FD
and committing to FD, looking back over, taking one more drink out of his water. They're both taking.
No, that's a restock of water.
Yo, hold up. They both had energy drinks, and they both also have water. They have 2 drinks with them on hand. they are ready.
It's like, yo, let me get some energy real quick from this energy drink, but my throat is burning. Now let me calm that down with some water.
Because the caffeine and stuff, it just dehydrate you. So like they're being perfect. I mean, that is the level of control of their own bodies that they're having to make it this far. Guys, if you're in a tournament, bring 2 drinks with you. Different stuff.
That's the new meta, changing it.
And also changing the meta, we're going to Lilac.
No, for game 5, very interesting pick coming from West, but I can see where he can do very well in it.
I like these platforms. They're going to help landing traps a lot for both players. Especially, I believe, Sonic. I think he's going to be able to get a lot more by hiding under these platforms. Gives him a little bit more room to romp.
No, but both these players are going to be very careful how they recover, because they both have vertical recoveries that can easily get stuffed by Lilac. I'm going to bring it up because I am not a fan of this stage.
I'm gonna just say the stage is perfectly fine, and you just need to learn how to recover. But more importantly, I think that's actually going to be less of a factor for Sonic because he has so much greater control in the air. 6WX
being relentless at the moment, trying to get an early stock with all these up airs. And this counter pick is actually paying off for him quite well. Coming out to a quick lead compared to the last game that was happening. Now again, DarkShad just really stuffing that spin dash approach with these nairs, and I really do like the use of that he's doing it. But it really just comes down to if West decides to even come with the spin dash.
You know why I think West picked the stage? I mean, 6WX picked the stage. The tilting. Not in terms of recovery, but we noticed last game when DarkShad has a lead, he was running back and chucking plasma, right? He was throwing those Hadoukens, but the stage tilting is going to make that not even work for him when he's in the lead.
Ooh, beautiful stuff right there coming from 6WX. And the spring denying him the stage! The forward smash sealing it up. 6WX going up by a stock.
Oh, and this is huge right now. And we see him, again, resting on the other side of the screen. That fireball's going right over his head because the tilting is just making it that much easier to dodge. He doesn't even have to do anything.
Nope, 6WX realizing his situation right now has a phenomenal lead. Just gonna chill back now. Kind of like Como or Kiri-esque.
You know what? There is a time for patience. There's a time for aggro and a time for patience. And right now, when you're at Shoryu death percent from a Ryu and you're in the lead, that's the time for patience.
Oh, the back air barely hitting right there. DarkShad trying to challenge the spin dash.
Oh, that was such a good reaction, not reaction, read by DarkShad to know exactly where he's going to be to catch that back air.
No, DarkShad's just trying to get a lot of these reads. Unfortunately, they're not paying off at the moment, but it is hitting them really that in the back of 6WX's mindset.
Yeah, he's adding on that extra bit of damage, putting on a little bit more weight, a little bit more pressure, inch by inch, because he does have to make those reads ultimately. He is behind. He is the one who has to ask questions here. And there we go, right there. Nair just finds a little bit, 8%, you know, every bit counts.
At the moment, he does not have an answer for really the tilting here on Lilac, like you were saying, but Wes definitely just taking advantage of all of it.
Oh my gosh, and right there, getting so much, getting 66% off that single opening.
Oh, I'm surprised he didn't just up throw. No, but another up air, and the up air again.
Beating that focus.
And the back air?
Not going to quite do it. Ryu is a heavy, heavy man, but that one is going to close it out. 6WX winning with